Go to my characters. Okay, hold
And
on.
then you can,
Yeah, my characters.
when it
Go
loads,
to your characters and then do the three dots.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
edit
edit
that.
character. Oh, there we go. Right, perfect. Let me get my.
do I have my? I don't even know if I have my account. Well,
Choose your culture. That was it.
oh
So
yeah,
I need to get rid of Shin. What would I want to do? So I have to pick two, don't I?
Yeah, you're gonna do high society.
That's right. And for that is what? Double Lethy?
You do a custom one.
Okay, I see. Okay.
And when the full
add
rulebook
custom
comes
one.
out,
Got
it'll
it.
have all of these ones.
Got it. I found it. So high society. Put that in.
So how do I get my character to?
Okay, great.
Is your image? Is that your character, Oscar?
No, I guess it's giving me a default one. Let me choose one.
Hop on it, let's do it. Right, hop on it.
Oh, that's cool. Is that gonna save? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Let me. No, that is not the one on the Roll20. No, that is not me.
Okay.
Let me try and. Maybe I can screenshot it from the character.
So how do we get it over to Roll20?
You cannot.
It's not integrated yet, so you'll just roll using your character sheet on whatever it is that you're playing. Or you can roll on Roll20 if you know how to add the modifiers.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like,
You've recently
why
played
not,
with and it has everyone's names. Look at that.
Okay, what would my password be?
Oh, perfect. I might actually be able to save image as. Maybe.
Oh, I'm already in? I think I am.
You accepted the thing from Alice that you should be.
Okay. Should I press launch game? Or should I make a
No.
character?
No, launch game.
Oh, we
Press
go
launch
straight
game.
in? Yeah, you can just launch the game. You won't have anything tied to a character, but you can still do things like roll dice and use chat and see things. You just won't be bound to a token.
Token.
What's new? Integrated voice and video, that must be so scuffed.
Yeah, it's not great.
Can't imagine how scuffed that must be.
Is that gonna work?
Oh, we got the music chat.
How would I change my name on it here?
Oh, good. My ambience.
So I want to change from Lord Ibicus to Bright Lord Ibicus.
Oh, you're gonna change your
Oh
name.
well, you guys know.
You can change the display name top right to cog.
Top right cog, okay, yeah. Nice. Zoom goes, this website's so fucking slow. It's not me, is it? Okay, it's laggy for me.
fucking
It's quite
toggle
CPU.
your hardware acceleration, Chrome.
Ah. Yeah, I'm really
Just toggle the opposite of whatever it is.
So I go to settings.
3 settings. System. Use graphics acceleration when available.
Okay. I think I have to relaunch, it says. So I'll just
Yeah,
relaunch.
just reset your Chrome, yeah.
Okay, one sec, go back. That'll be like 2 minutes.
Okay. I need a good profile picture.
Let's see if I can change my name. I don't know if it'll let me.
Oh, you can top right. Click the cog.
Okay.
I'll follow you, baby.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, you made the thing. Right, so I got a question for you.
Mhm.
Right, check DMs. Right, do you recognize this person?
Yes.
Damn it! God damn it!
Bro just sent me a picture of Kaladin.
That's not Kaladin. That's not Kaladin. That is not Kaladin, Alistair.
Send it to you.
As long as it's not spoiler, yeah, send it to me. Yeah, go for it, send it to me.
It's not Kaladin.
Send it. Oh, I don't know, Alistair.
It's not him.
There's Kaladin.
It's not.
I do know that, are you sure it's him?
Yeah.
The thing is, it could be. Sometimes he's lighter, sometimes darker. I feel like because of his stare, I feel like it is Kaladin.
It's not.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it was that Azish person in Bridge 4.
Crazy. It is.
It is? Damn.
Yeah. That's not how I pictured him. Fair enough.
Well, he's portrayed in a lot of different ways.
Sigil. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sigil. Wait, is that Sigil?
Yeah.
That's what Keaton said, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, I was gonna say. It could be Sigil,
Mm.
which is that's how I would imagine Sigil to be. So yeah.
I pictured him older.
No, Sigil's young because he's one sec. I pictured him young. I'm just gonna mute the can.
Sure. Can it?
If you wanted to be, that one is definitely Kaladin.
This fucking guy, you're so stupid, bro.
Should I look for a token?
I don't have to. Oh, I'll have to give you a couple when you do it actually.
How have you allowed Oscar's name to be that?
What's Oscar's name?
Sakin. Why?
Sucking these nuts.
Oh, I remember these portraits being so fucking obnoxiously big.
Are we ready?
I am ready.
Yep.
Is there anything I need to have up? Like a rulebook or...
You can have it up if you want. It should be on the website, the character creator
I
website.
want to piss real quick.
Where? So I go to character creation.
The one that you're on, there's like a game rules tab at the top.
I see it. Oh, and then I have to click. Oh no, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I got it. I just have a new tab then because there's so much.
Yeah. So the purpose of this adventure is like a tutorial to the game system. So it goes through all the different mechanics whilst telling a story, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. It's, well, if you care about it, it's set before Way of Kings, apparently.
Okay. Before Way of Kings, wow.
Yeah.
What is focus?
Resource. So certain skills will use focus.
Got it.
If you drop to 0 focus, there's penalties, I think.
Okay. What is raise the stakes? I'm gonna click on it.
Game mechanics. If you're doing like something quite risky or daring, you'll like raise the stakes with your roll. So you'll roll a d6. On a 5 or 6, you gain an opportunity. So that lets you do a number of things with it, like give advantage to another player, or you can change the narrative slightly.
Right.
If you get a 1 or a 2, it's a complication, but With a 1, you get +2 to your d20 roll, and with a
Right.
2, you get a +4 to your d20 roll. And 3 or 4 is just nothing. You back in.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Let's get it.
The Stormlight Archive is the story of Roshar, a world of storms and war. It's a story of growth, of passion, of honor. And today it's a story you will tell. You are not yet heroes. You currently live in a war camp at the edge of the Shattered Plains, a vast expanse of chasms and plateaus. Today, you're traveling with soldiers and scholars loyal to an Alethi noble named High Prince Sadeus. This is where our story begins. A few days ago, a high storm uncovered ruins dating back to the Silver Kingdoms. Now you're part of an expedition sent across the barren stone to investigate what's left of those ruins. It's midday when you reach the final plateau crossing. The expedition's scholars ride in wagons pulled by trolls, their carapace-covered legs clicking with every slow but steady step. The expedition's bridge crew carries an even heavier burden. Every time you reach the edge of a plateau, the crew heaves the bridge forward and pushes it across the chasm. As bridgemen struggle with the heavy wooden bridge, a scout announces, "We're nearly to the ruins." It's time to cross one more chasm, one that plunges into darkness far below you. Could you each roll a d20?
Yes.
Right, wait, we do this on...
Yeah, let's do it on roll 20.
I have no idea how.
Left
Yes.
side, white toolbar, bottom one, dice.
Aha. 1d20.
You just click.
Ah!
There you go.
Oh,
yeah.
also is dead.
That's not.
I've been poisoned, bro.
Oscar, would you like to introduce your character and describe where he is, like what his role is on this expedition?
My character is called Sakin. He's an Azish individual who also has ties to Tashiki. He has long dark hair. He's very fashionably adorned. He fancies himself as a communal line between different types of people. He likes to stick his noses in disagreements between different kinds of people, and he likes to find resolutions.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine Sakin is probably riding in the troll pulled wagons.
He wouldn't want to get his feet dirty, no.
Mm-hmm. As
Yeah,
you
Aziz,
ride,
right?
Yes.
you're riding next to the scholar who's organised this expedition called Elia Metal. He's a light-eyed woman of Alethi origin. Who was next? Ibby, would you like to introduce your character and tell us what their
Sure.
role is?
Sure, let me think of a first name. Okay. So I am Bright Lord, Equin Ibicus, and Bright Lord is just it's one below High Prince, right?
That's an honorific, so every light eyes be called Bright Lord.
Oh, I see. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so he has light eyes, and his eye color is just silver, but it's quite light. He cares about power, perception, what other people think of him, especially what people above him think of him. And he's out for himself. He is a light eye through and through, as Alethi as he gets.
I guess he probably would have sensed opportunity in this expedition
Yeah,
to further his power base.
yeah. You know, I know Sadius. Well, I don't know him, but I would say I'm in his army camp. Let's say, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm part of his army camp. So yeah, I'm very aware of like how Sadius's culture is, and that's kind of been imprinted on me.
As an Alethi man, of course, he wouldn't be riding in the troll wagon. He'd probably be
No
on a
way.
horse, riding next to the
Absolutely.
captain.
Absolutely.
You probably would have exchanged pleasantries with him. So, his name is Captain Selenar. He's the expedition's ranking officer. He's a
Soldier,
light
then.
eyes as well.
Okay.
Kian, would you like to introduce your character and tell us his role?
Sure. Okay, my character is called Shadir. He is a Dark Eyes Alethi. He has underworld contacts as well, from when he was growing up. So he's also wearing like really tattered clothing, no shoes, and he has short brown hair. Because his clothes are all torn, you can see he's very skinny, but he has quite like a toned, muscly figure as well. And he's very like he's looking down a lot, and he's very like reserved, and he's by the book as well. He likes to do things as they should. He's not very creative, really, in what he does. He does it the way it should be done, and the most effective way. I think that's it, really.
And as signified by his clothing, he's obviously not just a dark-eyed foot soldier. He's part of the bridge crew.
Oh.
A slave in High Prince Sidaeus' war camp, designated to one of the lowest roles.
And is he working the bridge or no?
Yeah, so you would currently be laying out the bridge, ready to cross this final chasm. It's one of your first days as a member of a bridge crew, but you've already been shown kindness by your bridge leader, which is quite rare. He's a man called Doral.
Okay.
Your other bridge crewmates have kind of been resigned, haven't really talked to you at all. But he's got a good conversation with you, showed you the ropes.
Nice.
Okay. As Vidir and the other bridge crew finish setting the bridge, and the bridge is in place, the caravan starts making its way across. Soldiers, bridge staff, and wagon. But as the Chol reaches the midpoint of the bridge, it scuttles to the side and snaps its claws. The beast is clearly agitated, refusing to move, even as soldiers bring out ropes to haul it forward. What do you guys do?
Okay. So I'm already through, right?
You're all currently on the bridge.
Oh, we're
Even
all
me?
on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have to go across. I do nothing. I just stand at the back, or wherever I am. I don't do anything. I keep my head down. Actually, that's what I do. I spot it, agitated,
Mhm.
and it doesn't really faze me. I just stand
That's
there
cool.
waiting.
Does the person who's working the child have a name?
Sure. The person who's working the troll is called Aran.
Okay, and I'll say, Aran, goddammit, whip that beast.
Oh, he looks over to you, kind of frustrated. Looks like, it's not moving. And he tries to hit it again, and it still just sits there.
Harder!
Do you do anything during this, Shadir? Not Shadir, sorry, Sakine.
I'm gonna stick my head out the side of whatever portion of the hauled carriage I'm on, and I'm just looking around a little bit, kind of down my nose in the direction of whatever's going on ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any Parshendi with us?
No.
You right? Wow, none. Okay.
No Parshendi.
Okay.
Are you looking at anything in particular, Shadir? Sorry, Sakine.
Dude,
just like
so
it.
much change on it. It's two S's.
We're just looking at the troll.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna look ahead to see if there's anything in particular that could be causing it to be agitated, or maybe just around the general vicinity.
Yeah. Could you roll me a DC 10 deduction?
Okay, I guess the deduction's done on a d20, right, and then
Yeah.
plus my mod.
And then you're
Okay,
plus your mod.
yeah. I'm a +2, yes and no. Fail.
Don't really see much. You see a few Angerspren boiling up on one of the horse riders. That's Bright Lord because. But no, it seems a bit odd. It's just kind of stopped there.
Okay. And it's agitated, is it?
Yeah, and it's agitated. And these kind of scraping sounds start growing from below. And the troll suddenly retreats into its shell. Then with a shriek of claws on stone, a massive creature charges up the side of the chasm. Bridgemen and soldiers scream as a chasm fiend explodes into view. With one of its massive claws, it begins hauling itself onto the bridge, scraping and splintering the wooden planks. Its violet black carapace casts a shadow over the chaotic scene, and the chasm fiend's mandibles close around the fleeing scout, crunching him.
Almighty above.
You guys have a few seconds to do something.
So it is. Where is it exactly? The chasm fiend. Sorry.
It's pulled itself onto the middle of the bridge where the troll was.
Okay, I'll take my horse and whip it forward, so towards the ruins should be.
Sure. I will warn you, there's not enough time. You kind of feel the bridge kind of creaking.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You don't feel as much time to get off the bridge.
Okay, can I go backwards?
You're halfway across the bridge.
Shit. Okay, let's see. Can I do any kind of... No. Okay, I'm gonna look at... Can I see for any objects near like the ledge? Any like an outcropping that I can drop onto?
Sure, yeah, roll me a survival or deduction.
So how would I do that?
So look at your character sheet, look which one's highest.
Okay.
So deductions under cognitive.
Yeah, so I'll do deduction.
Sure.
So that would just give me +3, right? And I'll just roll a what?
D20.
Okay, so D20 +3.
Yeah. +3, 16.
16.
Okay. Yeah, you can spot kind of below the bridge this little kind of platform that you reckon you could probably land on safely.
Yeah.
Which leads down towards the chasm. You reckon if you jump on it, you can't get back up, but it's better than falling in.
Right. Yeah, I like to jump, and I will jump.
Sure.
I guess off of my horse. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get you to roll me a. Let's see. Your choice of athletics or agility.
Shit. Okay.
what did you think you were gonna roll?
Okay, agility. And D20, right?
Yeah, D20.
+1.
You're jumping off your horse, right?
Yeah.
I'll get you to raise the stakes as well on this one, because that's quite daring.
Oh, damn it. I thought the extra height would help me. So how would I do this
It
now?
could be a good thing. So if you roll a D6...
Okay, so nothing to do with the other sheet.
You can do it on the sheet if you want to.
So I'll roll a D6, which is 5.
5. So that means you get a opportunity.
Okay.
So it's your choice. I'm not 100% sure how these works, but as far as I'm aware, it's your choice. You can either give another player an advantage on the next roll they make,
Okay.
or you can give yourself advantage on the next roll, or you can. I'm going to say that could work retroactively for the D20 if you wanted it to, or you can change the narrative slightly with my permission.
Okay.
You're currently, I'm going to say you're currently jumped off your horse, you're falling, you're about to land like face first onto this plateau.
Face first, right, okay. In that case, can I just swing my body so that I land on my shoulder instead?
Sure. As you leap off your horse, following this little plateau which seems reachable, flying through the air, you kind of fly almost head first, and you see this little kind of tiny, just out of the corner of your eye, this little ball of light kind of circling around. You follow its kind of direction as your body turns, and you manage to land on your shoulder. How much health do you guys have? What does it say?
I got 13.
Where do we see that?
It's on my character sheet.
Where?
So if you like,
Yeah, top left. It's on like physical.
Oh,
Yeah.
10.
Physical
I have
section.
10. And I have 11.
Okay, sure. And you take probably 2 damage.
Okay. Okay.
What about the other 2? What are you guys doing?
I am going to brace myself inside my carriage.
Staying in the carriage?
Yes.
That's cool.
I'm just gonna go and grab my food.
so I would assume that if I'm part of the bridge crew, right, I'm either at the front or the back of the bridge. Do you know whereabouts I would be?
I'd say you're currently in the middle. You're in the middle
of the bridge
as well. Yeah.
Okay, and the chasm fiend's in the middle as well. Right, so it's
Yeah.
right next to me. Okay.
You can see it just torn through one of your bridge crewmates,
Oh,
and it's
God.
going for another one.
So I'm still kind of out of breath and shaky. So like I feel the bridge shake, and I don't know if it's my legs like giving in because I just hold this fucking big ass bridge, or if it's So I look up and I spot the chasm fiend, and I'm shocked, and I try and run backwards to the other side. But as I said, I'm exhausted, so I like scrounge and like catch myself as I'm trying to retreat to the other side, the first side behind me.
Sure. As you're retreating, you kind of hear the screams of your bridge crew kind of getting torn apart by this thing. I'll wait for Oscar to get back. Make a roll. And you're just running, are you, Keen?
Well, trying. I don't know if I.
Sure.
I'm definitely out of breath though, so I don't want to say
That's
I'm
cool.
full sprinting, but yeah.
Adrenaline, bro, you're full sprinting.
I mean, I'm still in shock though, so I'm kind of like I'm half like frozen stiff, half.
Boss is back.
Yeah, I'm here.
So you're bracing For
Yes,
the
I'm
attack.
bracing. If there appears to be like anything I can shield myself with inside the carriage, then that's what I'll do.
Sure. There's probably like what would be in the carriage?
Cushions. I don't know.
Probably just like a bit of wood's probably broken off just from all the carnage.
I am not particularly adept when it comes to defending myself, so I'd likely do something like try and shield myself with a book if there were one. So
Sure. Yeah. And opposite you, Elia Metal, the scholar, starts screaming.
oh heavens, shut it!
Can he make me what can we do for this?
Do you want one of the checks?
Yeah.
Does it have any suggestion? Because brace was like an option as something you can do, but I think
So that's skill.
it's related to weaponry, like bracing and defending.
Oh, I see. Let me have a look.
Raise a weapon in a defense with the defensive trait, such as a shield.
Sure.
I'm just trying to find a way to give myself advantage because I'm probably give myself disadvantage because I'm probably doing it with a book.
That's cool. Okay. We'll just say you're just braced in the carriage then.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So in these few seconds, Ibycus has managed to jump off his horse and heroically land on his shoulder to relative safety down in the chasm. Sakine is cowering in his caravan, in his carriage with the scholar, and Shidia is making a run for it.
Alright.
As the chasm fiend pulls its upper half onto the bridge, 4 skirting legs onto the planks, it can't bear its weight, and you hear a resounding crack. The bridge begins to fall, tumbling into the chasm. Shidia and Sakine, I'll need you to make me your choice of agility or athletics.
So my horse has gone down with it as well, right?
Yeah, your horse
Damn it.
has fallen in.
I'll do agility. So I'll do a
I
d20,
think
do.
right?
that's one, though.
Yeah, d20.
It's
I
plus
got
4.
7.
You're +4, Shidia,
Yeah.
so you're 21. Nice. Shidia, describe to me how you land without taking any damage.
So as I'm running, because I was sort of in like a huffy and puffy, you know, I was lurched over because I was out of breath, and so as I turned, I sort of like started to run, but I'm still quite low down, and as the bridge like cracks from underneath me, because I'm leaning forward so much, I actually do a front flip and land on my feet.
Nice. Sakine, I'll need you to. I'll roll it for you. You're gonna take 1d6 damage. 5.
Ow.
That's alright.
As your carriage kind of tumbles over, and you get kind of thrown out, landing kind of abruptly onto the hard surface. As the bridge lands with a deafening crash. The chasm fiend roars in pain above and recoils, pulling itself free from the part that it's collapsed on at the top and retreating to the west.
So is he above? He's
Yeah,
above that,
chasm
right?
fiend's above you.
Okay.
Why did nobody come as a fucking druid, man?
Down in the chasm, it's almost like you've fallen into another world. The canyon walls are smooth, worn down by millennia of flash floods. Vines and frill blooms grow here, attended by the glowing green lights of Lifespren. The bridge is crushed beyond repair, and the bodies of your companions lie beside it. You hear faint groans underneath the wooden planks. What do you guys do?
So, I'm near the top, right? So I'd like to make my way down.
Sure. It's kind of
So-
like a pretty easy kind
Yeah,
of incline you can climb down.
yeah. I'd do that then.
What was the name of the scholar who was with me?
Elia Metal.
Elia Matal. Elia Matal.
How do you
Are they
spell that?
alright?
Let me check.
I was thinking ALLAYA.
Yeah.
And M-E...
Yeah, ELIAMATAL. So Elia Metal is kind of collapsed. Still, she stayed in the carriage as she fell. You can see she's kind of hurt as well. But she's alive, yeah.
And
She
is she the
cuts
head
bruises.
scholar?
Yeah, she's the scholar who's heading up this expedition.
I'm gonna just check on her, make sure she's doing alright, and then begin to make my way out to assess the situation.
Mm-hmm. You check in with her, you can see she's kind of... And she kind of panicked as all her notes and stuff have kind of been ruined, all spread across the carriage, the ruins of the carriage, and she's frantically trying to pick them up and reorganize her maps. As you approach, he kind of sharply looks up, still full of adrenaline, and realizes it's just you.
It's quite alright. Don't fret. You stay here, get your things together. I best check outside.
He returns to kind of sorting through all her notes, kind of in like a adrenaline-fueled, scholarly breakdown.
Like the class nerd dropping their notes outside class.
You see outside the carriage, a couple more survivors are beginning to stand up. Ibicus, you'll recognize Captain Selinar, the light eyes you were riding with.
Okay, lovely. What's it? How do you spell it?
Selinar.
SELIAINAR. Like that?
Selinar.
Oh,
Selinar.
SELI.
Like that, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops.
Accompanying him is one of the dark-eyed soldiers who's in his company, Spearman Varda. You can see kind of underneath the bridge, Shadia, you'll recognize Doral, your bridge captain, the man who's been quite kind to you. He looks to be in a lot of pain though.
No.
Okay. Is he under like the bits of wood, or is he just like slouched in the corner?
He's kind of slouched in the corner. He's just pulled himself into a sitting position.
Okay, because I landed on my feet, I'm sort of I rush over to him and offer him my hand if he wants to get up, or I crouch down if he doesn't accept my hand, and ask him how he is.
He kind of takes your hand, but doesn't stand up. He winces as he tries to put pressure on one of his legs. And he looks you in the eyes, and he says, "Bridge 9, we've always been survivors. By the Almighty, we'll survive this."
And I say, "Yes, indeed."
I knew I liked you, new guy.
I give a big smile.
I make my way down to the floor.
Mhm.
And I'm quite shaken. quite ragged. So now I'll make our way to Captain Selenar, and I'll say, Selenar, do we have a count on the amount of light eyes we have? Light eye counts, please.
Ivicus. Good man. Appears to be just the two of us. And is that Elia? And he points towards the scholar. The three of us.
3. That is not good. And I'll... Is my horse anywhere?
You can do a... what are the checks in this?
Not polite perception.
Perception check, yeah.
Okay. So it's a D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And perception is +2.
14. You can kind of hear faint sounds, horse-like sounds.
No!
Very painful, coming from among the wreckage. With another kind of human-like sound intertwined.
Okay. I'll scamper my way towards the sound.
You approach the wreckage. You see your horse. What's your horse's name?
Let's see.
Don't think about it too hard.
Plague.
Plague.
Yeah.
Like the black
Plague is laying down, being pierced through his body by a piece of the bridge. His blood is kind of oozing around him as these tiny little red rot spren start kind of covering the wound. Underneath Plague, you see one of the bridge crew is stuck underneath him, trying to crawl out.
Alright, okay. I'll say, Plague! Stormfather! And I'll drop to my knees and I'll pet the head of my horsey. And I'll like whisper him things like, we'll get you through this, things like that. And I somewhat ignore the man, and I tell him, I sharply turn to, stop moving, you buffoon! You're hurting Plague!
The bridge man kind of whimpers, help me! As he tries to pull himself free. Plague gives you a couple of painful whinnies.
I think what I'll do is I'll take my short knife out. I think I have a short knife.
Sure, yeah.
And I think I will shove it into, not shove it a bit strong, but I'll gently push it into Plague's neck, so that he can be gone from all this pain.
Plague looks you in the eyes as you do this, and you can't speak horse, but you kind of get the sense that he's grateful for this small mercy.
There now. I'll see you in the Tranquiline Halls. And he'll slowly pass away, I think, right?
The bridgeman interrupts you as you're saying your last words to him. He says, help me!
I will...
Take the short knife.
I'll ignore him. I'll ignore him, and I'll have a few moments with my horse and walk away.
Nice. What are you doing, Shadir?
So I was with... What's the name of my bridge leader?
Doral.
Is it D-O-R-E-L?
A-L.
Doral, okay. I am going to... So I know that his leg is in pain, so I ask... I say, throw me your leg, like that. And I go to like, I'm guessing he's wearing like ragged trousers, and I try to like pull him over where I think the wound is.
Sure. As you kind of approach his leg, these pain spren have been kind of pulling all around it, crawling up. And as you pull open the trousers to look at the wound, it's really bad. But give me is there a medicine check in this?
I think so.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
My medicine is +1, so I'll just d20 and then just add 1.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. 2 already?
You're not cut out for this, man.
You recall the training you've had in medicine, and this looks fine. In fact, he could probably stand.
I like.
You don't know what those red things are that are pulling around. That's kind of strange. But
Yes, I ignore the red things. And I go like underneath his arm and attempt to pick him up.
As he stands up and puts weight on the wound, he cries out in pain again and collapses.
I look confused, and I say to him, "Just stand up. You've got this."
He looks at you in the eyes and says, "I think it's broken. My leg."
I look around to see what else is going on, because I don't understand. I don't understand what he means by his legs broken and why he can't get up.
Sure. Around you can kind of see all the other survivors starting to stand up and get their bearings again. You see a dark-skinned man holding a book, clutching a book, wandering around. Kind of in the nearby as well, you see a light-eyed Alethi man you recognise from the expedition, who's just been talking to a dead horse.
Okay.
And you see you know this captain, this light-eyed Captain Selenar. He's got a reputation for being very cruel. He's a survivor as well, you recognise. And one of his cronies, Varda, you probably recognise, might have had run-in with him in the pub, maybe.
Okay.
Varda is the spearman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I now realise that Doral can't get up, and I realise that maybe they wouldn't be too happy with him, part of the bridge crew, and sort of sitting there. I think from afar they might not see that he's injured, and I obviously don't know that he is himself. But I still get that I should probably stand in front of him and sort of shield him from the sight of them, because I don't want them seeing him on the ground still and not trying to get up and stuff.
Am I able to see any of these happenings?
Yeah, from where you are, you can see all the survivors that have started to kind of congregate.
I would have seen these two men struggling, the one standing up and then immediately collapsing.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any medicinal supplies?
Who are you asking?
Just around, anyone. I'm just shouting it out.
Captain Selenar, the light-eyed spearman, light soldier, sorry. Kind of glances at you. Says, "What for?"
Well, to tend to all of the wounded.
He looks towards Bright Lord Ibicus, looks towards Eli Metal, and says, "What wounded?"
So I'll hear this commotion and also start making my way very slowly and downbeaten.
Any and all, sir. I've seen you looking a bit better on some days.
Why? This is supposed to be a glorious day. I was supposed to go to the ruins, find marvelous discoveries, win the good side of High Prince Sadius, and now I have lost plague.
You hear a kind of real high-pitched shriek. "We can still go!" from the scholar. He's kind of collecting a map still.
That gives me a distraction from my woes.
Sayonara it was, am I correct?
He gives you a gruff, "Indeed."
Am I to understand that you're in the commanding position of this operation?
You've got that right.
And I am to also understand that you came unequipped with a medical professional?
Listen
There
here,
are other soldiers.
what's your...
Field medic's dead.
Your field medic is dead?
Can't see him.
Then you are of very little use left to me. I shall proceed on my own bearings henceforth.
He starts growing a bit red as Angus Bren kind of pull around him.
I'll say, listen here, Azish man. What is your name?
You can call me Sakine.
Well, Sakid, you see, we the Alethi are in the midst of a righteous war against barbarians in these Shattered Plains. Medical fields are needed elsewhere in this war, so it is no less surprising that we don't have many here. I expect some understanding.
Your days are numbered, Captain.
Out of the corner of your eyes, you can see one of the bridgemen, kind of skinny. Looks like... Oh, let me make you do a roll, actually. Is there a deception roll?
Yeah.
Can you make me a deception roll, Kian?
Sure. You just want whatever you ask.
As you're trying to, yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, as you're trying to like hide.
Sure.
Your bridge captain.
+1.
You see this bridgeman kind of just standing there. He's just chilling.
Who sees this?
You guys.
He's just... So this is what, the bridge leader? He's just standing?
This is Keaton's character.
Alright.
I'm a newbie bridge crewman. I'm hiding my bridge leader.
Okay. In that case, can I do a check to see if there's any I mean, I've got like an injury on my shoulder, right? So I'll be looking for supplies as well. So can I do a check to see any fallen medical supplies anywhere?
Yeah.
A bag maybe.
You can do a
I'm gonna go for a
perception check.
Okay. And that is +2.
You recognize one of the dead spearmen that's fallen. Has a glyph around his shoulder marking him as the field medic of this troop.
Right.
You could probably search his body for some supplies.
I'd like to do that.
Sure. You find a satchel with a gonna say 3 vials of knobweed sap.
Okay.
So you'll be able to use those to treat wounds.
Awesome. Is there somewhere I can write that down?
Is there a
roll
note
20
section
on-
on your character?
There's a journal.
Is this on roll
Yeah,
20
you
that we're looking at?
On your Nexus, your character sheet.
Okay, it's a journal.
You can also add custom equipment.
Where's the... Oh, I see the
I'm
journal.
back.
Cool. How do you how do you spell it? Knobweed, just like that.
Yeah, knobweed sap.
Sap, and it's 3 of them times 3. New entry.
Wait, it's the sap from what the knob?
Knobweed sap here.
And it just heals, right? Just general healing.
Yeah. You would probably know it because you've been in the world long enough. It's like an antiseptic, a natural antiseptic.
Yeah.
Mechanically, it will do 1d5 healing.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. And as comes around, I'll take the knobweed sack and sap, and I'll make my way to Alaya, and I'll question her more about the chances of us getting to the ruins. And I'll say, how would I address her?
Bright lady.
Okay. Bright Lady Alaya, you say there's still a chance to get to the ruins.
She's kind of like throwing around different pieces of paper from her journals. Then she picks one up and she shows you. She kind of shoves it in your face and points. Says, "Look, we're over here. The ruins, just up there." She points slightly further from the chasm you're at.
Okay, just like in a general direction. Is she?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm allowed to hold that map.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to hold it, and then I'll say to myself, "Plague, your death will not be in vain." And I'll probably just wait for Captain Salinar.
Sure. Is anyone else doing anything whilst this is happening?
I'd just look over this interaction where Alaya seems to point out where she knows we'll be heading.
Sure.
I'll Right. Well, Captain, it appears we have ourselves a wayfinder.
And I guess I talk to Doral and
And keep him hidden.
I keep him hidden, but I turn and whisper to him and say, "It seems we're going to be moving through. Can you move? Can you walk?"
He smiles kindly at you. And then he seems to be in a lot of pain. He's starting to kind of ramble a bit. And he begins telling you about how he's been in this bridge crew since the War of Reckoning began 5 years ago. I've survived this long. I'll survive this. And he nods to himself.
Okay. I smile back.
Captain Selinar is beginning to grow a bit agitated. He keeps kind of looking over his shoulder up where the chasm fiend was. And he kind of announces, "We need to get moving before the chasm fiend returns." And there's Spearman Vada next to him nods. Then he begins shouting up the chasm, "Help! Help us!" And Selinar slaps him. "Vada, you cram-sucking idiot. You bring the beast down on us." And both men kind of look up to the edge of the chasm. No response.
What is the time of day right now?
It's currently afternoon. It's starting to get very dark in the chasm.
Yeah.
As you know, there's not much light down here at all anyway.
Right. And I'll use that argument to motivate us to move forward.
Yeah. Give me is there a leadership role?
Should be, I think, maybe. Yes, leadership.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
You come into.
+5.
Damn.
11. You kind of, the captain agrees vehemently with you, of course, and the spearman's starting to listen to you as well, kind of viewing you as this figure of authority.
All right.
And begins gathering his things and gesturing for everyone.
Can I make my argument for it? So, listen, light eyes and dark eyes alike. Seems the Almighty has given us another challenge. We must push through, you see, and I see we don't have many... do we have many spheres do we have of light that are, like, fully... like, our marks?
Yeah, your spheres should be all infused.
Okay. But I only have marks, which is, like, the lowest denominator, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you lagged, Alistair.
We got it, boys.
There you go. You're back.
How many marks do you have?
I have 55.
So you'll have like an assortment of bronze marks and the other types.
Okay, fine. So I've got quite a bit then.
Yeah.
Listen, dark eyes are like the sun is disappearing, and in these chasms light is scarce, and we must make our way steadfast in the direction of the ruins.
Captain Selenar kind of looks at you in shock. The ruins? We need to head back to the war camp.
And have plague die for nothing? Not on my watch.
Who cares about some dust?
What did he say, sorry?
Who cares about some dust?
Oh, you can see.
Nothing out here.
I say these ruins are ancient. They've been here for desolations. We know nothing. There could be treasure beyond your wildest imagination, Selenar. Think. You may get a shard blade. Who knows?
Roll of persuasion.
And persuasion is +2. No, +4.
Nice. You can kind of see him starting to consider as the anger spray that are pulling around kind of seep back into the ground. And there's this kind of glint in his eye. You can kind of see he's feeling a bit greedy, perhaps.
And I'll pat his shoulder. I'll be like, "That's it. Think of glory." Hi, Prince Selenar.
It does have a nice ring to it.
Yes.
The chasm fiend. It could be stalking us. We need bait. He looks around. He sees the bridge man standing and points at him. That's you, Shadir.
Yep. He points at me.
You come over here.
I look to my left and I look to my right. And then I meet his eyes and I look down and I walk towards him slowly.
Hurry up, you Kremling.
Come on, then, bridge boy.
I look up again with and behind my back I clench my fist a little bit and I speed up walking.
As you approach him, he clasps you on the shoulders and he tells you, "You, Dark Eyes, have the honor of dying so that we can get away."
And behind him, I'll say, "The Almighty has chosen you, young boy." You are young, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm quite young.
Okay, yeah.
We need bait to keep the chasm fiend distracted.
And I say, I look back at the at Doral, and I realize, he's been so nice to me, and I look around at the bridgemen, and realize, I say, why not one of the other bridgemen? Why not one of the other bridgemen? They look far more yummy than little old me.
Roll of persuasion.
Oh hell no! Ah shit! My persuasion is. Where the fuck is my? Oh, it's +1. Damn.
He seems to kind of disregard you, and he pushes you onto the ground and orders Varda to step up. Then all of a sudden behind you, you hear Doral shout out, "Wait! Take me instead." And Captain Selenar kind of looks over. He looks between Shadir and Doral, and you can kind of see him making this calculation in his head. Then he nods towards Doral, and the spearman starts stalking over.
Captain, I must say your perception succeeds you, in that I'm surprised you didn't see where that beast was heading.
Beast. It's still around here somewhere.
No, it was heading towards the camp, hence why your underling here is actually right in assuming we should proceed towards the ruins.
Yes.
Roll a...
I
Does your character believe
am
that
trying
as-
to deceive him.
Yeah, deception.
I am a +5. 15.
Consider this for a moment. Alright. Either way, we leave him behind. He can't walk.
Sound logic from a captain as such as you.
Mind you, where has our mount disappeared to?
Your Chol
Yes.
remained kind of on the edge of the plateau, as it was kind of
it didn't
thrown
fall.
away. Yeah, it didn't fall.
Okay. Not much use to us up there.
Lucky bastard.
The captain and the spearman start marching towards the direction of the ruins, leaving Doral behind.
Wait. So Doral is the bait, and he's been left behind.
Yeah, they were going to kill him, but now they can't be bothered because Oscar deceived them.
Can I run over to Doral? Because Bridgemen tend to bring their belongings with them so that they don't get stolen.
Sure.
And I thank him for staying behind as bait, and I ask him if he has any dying wishes or anything for me to take from him and carry on while I'm living.
He points towards your heart and he touches it. He says, "You're a bridge leader now. Bridge 9.
Nice. I go, Bridge 9 back.
That bro is not convinced in his dying moment.
I leave and just scurry along and catch up with the rest of them.
I also walked back to see this sad sight of a morbid final communication between these two. And I'm standing over Doral. I'd like to kneel down and try and assess the severity of his wounds.
Roll a medicine check.
Please, clutch it
A
up.
6.
6. You can tell that he's in a lot of pain.
Mm.
You're not really sure why. Something to do with his leg.
Your days may be numbered, Bridgehand. I have done what I can for you. Please attempt to hide yourself.
Bridge 9.
Bridge 9. Is
He
that...
thumps his chest.
Is that, and I point up, was Bridge 9?
He points towards Shadir. Bridge 9.
Hell yeah.
If my assessment of the situation is correct, sir, I'm afraid Bridge 9 is no more.
We are Bridge 9.
Ah. Now I understand. You have great vigor within you, sir. And I'm gonna quickly, like, get behind him and try and gently but quickly pull him over towards the edge of this chasm so that he can hide himself.
Sure. Yeah, you can just do that. You just kind of pull him across gently to the edge of the chasm where he's kind of shaded from any of the sunlight. As he lays there, the pains then are starting to get like fewer and fewer. And you can see this one little kind of golden orb flying around him, which you'd recognize as quite a rare glorious spin as he looks on at Shadir.
Base.
I'll keep an eye on him for you.
Alright.
Die well, Bridgehand. And I will leave.
Okay. As you guys are leaving, begin to move away through the chasms, you can hear the kind of frantic chittering from the troll that you were riding on before, which was still up at the chasm, at the top of the chasm. And this kind of looming shadow starts growing. The chasm fiends returned for its prey.
Oh, great. That's above, right?
Yeah, above you.
Okay. I love this. And everyone notices, right?
Yeah, it's hard not to notice.
Right, in that case, I think I'll honestly start sprinting a little bit.
Sure. Before we start that, I'll have you all roll a recovery die, those of you who've lost health.
8. Oh, okay.
Just because in that time, you probably...
Yeah.
I've had emotional pain. Can I do it still?
Is it a D6?
If that's what your sheet says.
Whatever your sheet says,
Oh,
yeah.
what my sheet says. Where would recovery be?
Let's see.
It's underneath physical, in the white section.
Oh, right. A D8.
And I recover the health that I roll, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn. Still hurts.
to the west, clicking and scraping sounds begin to echo through the chasm as you frantically begin to move faster. They stop for a moment in these brief few seconds of silence, and then suddenly grow louder. The chasm fiend is on the move again. Spearman Varda looks back, terror stricken on his face, and he begins outright sprinting as the captain and Eli Matal join them. Being the chasm fiend, you can audibly hear has made its way down into the chasm.
Good. Is there any kind of knowledge about like the chasm fiend that I would know to help me?
Let's see what rolls. Can you roll a law
Yes, that is a good roll.
or a survival? Up to you.
Definitely a law one. I think that makes more sense. So I will do a d20, and it's +3. Damn.
Massive crab.
I will carry on sprinting. Can I look behind me? Or no?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll look behind me as well while I sprint.
Sure. Behind you can see its kind of claws begin to appear around one of the bends. Impaled between them is Bridge Leader Doral, his limp body.
Oh shit! Oh shit, he's impaled on the legs? Bro, he's not even eating it. Okay.
And as you round the bend, as you're sprinting, the chasm turns northeast. The canyon floor here is strewn with rocks and boulders. About 90 feet ahead, the chasm narrows at its base. It forms a crack just wide enough for a person to pass through.
Okay. But it's quite rocky, did you say, right? The parkway there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, rocks and boulders.
And how many people are in this? Is it like just a handful of us and Bridgman, or is it just
That's all of you guys, Captain Selenar, the Spearman, and Elia Matal.
Okay, so no random Bridgman.
Bridge Leader Shadir.
You left Bridge Leader, and you left that random Bridgeman behind.
That's right, yeah.
So I'm the only Bridgeman?
Yeah, you're the only Bridgeman left.
Okay, cool.
Are you the only Dark Eyes? I know you got the Spearman as well.
Yeah.
And
Oscar's also a Dark Eyes.
Yeah.
technically, but he's laser, so it's...
Yeah.
Right. Do we want to take a break there if you need to walk the dog now?
Walk your dog,
Do that. Yeah.
Is it dark
Okay,
yet?
perfect. It's getting dark.
Yeah, it's
getting
dark
dark.
for me.
Very nice.
I'll be back.
Doral, my goat!
Bro did not try saving him.
There's one last thing as I turn and see Doral impaled and be like, yes, that's well enough.
That's good. Do you want to know what could have happened there?
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
So it could have been like the first combat there against Doral and the Spearman.
Oh, those two fighting off against each other?
So those two fighting you guys if you did the back to the war camps at first, which you convinced them to go forward.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
And then we were gonna kill.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
you just
swear.
lagged. You just lagged.
They were gonna kill Doral and leave him as bait, but Oscar convinced him that it's just not really worth it.
Okay. But he's on the chasm field now. Okay. I mean, how the
Yeah.
fuck do we distract this thing? I was gonna say, like, if there's other bridgemen, I was gonna take my knife out and cut their leg while they're running. And then that way maybe the chasm field would stop for a bit. But there's no one else. And what about the other random bridge guy? The horse guy?
He was still stuck under the horse. 2 weeks.
Okay.
Bro, how have I already rolled 2 nat 1s though? Can someone
Yeah.
like, bro, the fucking
I'm not
medicine
aware.
check. Like, bro's fine. I was like, oh, right, I'll pick him up again.
It depends. If he saw me look for the
I went for a
knobweed.
piss, but I saw. But
Oh.
that's the thing.
Or maybe Oscar.
If I saw you go for it, I don't think he's injured because to me he looked like he was fine. So like,
Yeah, I mean, it would have been Oscar.
if
Oscar
you
could maybe have asked and then tried to persuade me.
well, yeah, I couldn't because I thought he was fine, so I wouldn't say, "Hey, heal this guy," because
Yeah.
to me he looks fine. I would have just. I was gonna say like, use the medicine for like everyone's chill, you know.
Right, I am gonna make some tea.
It's cool though. How far through was so that was like the first like encounter, right? I mean, we still got more to go, right, with the rocky terrain. How far through would you say that is from the?
Let me have a look. We're on page 14.
14 pages.
The adventure starts on page 7. So we done 7 pages.
Wow.
And then title ends at page 26. But bearing in mind there's like maps and stuff in this book as well, which take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
We could always do like the next encounter and a bit more, and then stop halfway through if you wanted to.
Yeah.
For burning out.
I'm cool with whatever. Shadir has a fuck. It's so hard to do. I'm trying to get Shadir to have like a lisp, like, but like it just sounds stupid half the like. The name Thadir, you know. Like, yeah. I need to find a good picture because the picture I put in the chat is sort of what I want him to look like, but obviously his clothing wouldn't be as like nice as that. But I want him to be like skinny but toned, you know, like, and obviously like brown skin, dark eyes, short brown hair. I don't really know how to. I think it wouldn't like that. Honestly, if we're taking a break, I might just go have a shit.
Sure.
But just message me if everyone's back and ready to go again or whatever. I'm down for whatever. If you want to carry on playing, we play. If you want to do another time or whatever, just let me know what is up. BRB.
Alright, I'm back. Hello?
Really?
Hello? Yeah, it's so great to play this world, bro. So I've got like all the other lore stuff in my mind.
Yeah, yeah.
The hell? The hell is that? All right. We should make our own group chat for this. Oh, we have one. We have one. Here. Thank you. You post the pictures there,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
everyone.
Really?
Hello.
I have returned.
Yo.
Hey, yo. We got the thing on the thing. So is this where we are now?
Yeah. Let's just start visualize what the chasms look like.
Okay. So who are the characters on the screen at the moment?
On the I was meant to change that map before for that last sequence, but I forgot. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, sure.
Elia Matal is the woman. Captain Selenar is the guy with the mustache at the bottom. Spearman Varda is the guy at the top in the armor. And Doral is the old guy.
No!
R.I.P. bro.
Doral, my goat. Let's see. Bro, fucking huge promotion though, real talk.
Last surviving member. Bridge 9.
Bridge 9. Wait, so Bridge 9. That's my goat.
So this is like the taster one, right? It's not the actual one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The actual one begins during Words of Radiance.
Yeah.
I'll be there soon. Cope.
And it's meant to explore a lot of the lands to the west.
Okay, cool.
Where the books haven't, where Words of Radiance didn't focus on. So you see what's going on there.
I mean, like in the chapters that some of the recent chapters, they just like name drop like a few of them. They're saying there's a coalition going.
Yeah.
All the other ones, but we haven't been there.
And it's confirmed to be canon, the story.
Oh shit!
Cool.
So I'm going to be in Stormlight. Let's go.
So within your own canon, yeah. He said that he's made it clear that the story itself is canon, but obviously what happens at the table is whatever happens.
Yeah.
But he said it will include like a few like cameos of major characters, but they won't be the main plot points.
Good.
Can't wait to meet
I'm
Seth.
back.
My goat.
You are back.
Yeah.
I follow
I'm following you, baby. Can we maybe like stop at probably 11ish?
Yeah, that's
I'm
cool.
fine with whatever.
Cool.
Pardon me.
Right, are we all ready?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Okay. So, the group is currently being pursued by the chasm fiends through this wide chasm. It's at the end of this corner you've turned. You can see the chasm kind of begins to thin out a bit into like a gap where you think a person could fit through. It seems to be like a path to relative safety. So this next encounter is what's called an endeavor, where you'll have to succeed at, I think I can say how many, 6 successful skill tests
Easy.
in order to get through unharmed.
Okay.
It's kind of up to you what you think your characters would do to help get the groups kind of through this passage
Okay.
and away from the chasm fiend.
Is it 6 total or 6 individual?
6 total.
Okay.
So, is there initiative in this? There isn't, I don't think.
Can
Who's
we
got?
control a d20 or do you want
Yeah,
to
just
speed?
D20. It's all happening kind of simultaneously.
Yeah.
So just do D20.
Damn!
It's weird. Why is there 2 numbers for me? Didn't I
Because
see that?
you rolled. Oscar still needs to roll. Your 2 above was what you rolled before for your.
Oh, I see. Right,
your
okay.
law check, I think, or something.
Yeah, it would be.
So Alistair, are we rolling first and then describing what we're doing later?
Rolling just to see who describes first, like what order we're gonna go in.
Okay.
You can like mix it up if you want to, like narratively.
Yeah, we're just getting an initiative order.
It's just there's no like kind of hard initiative system in this game, which I'll explain later when we go into combat. But if we go into combat,
so I rolled first. So
18. So describe. So the kind of scene is you guys and the NPCs are kind of at the back of this chasm. This chasm fiend started like kind of charging through. You can hear it kind of trumpeting, and you can see this kind of relative safety in the distance through this like chasm strewn with rocks and boulders and various alien-like foliage.
Sure. Okay, so I'm going first. I'm missing like including the NPCs as well. I'm going first before them, right?
Yeah, it's all happening simultaneously, but
Okay.
describing what Shadi is.
Oh, at the same time. You were describing first.
Oh, okay. I guess because I'm a bridgeman. I mean, I don't want to take aggro. I don't want to, like I'm looking for a way to get everyone out, but I obviously value myself less than everyone else, so I'm taking a more direct approach.
That's not a bridgeman thing. That's like a personality thing, by the way. You can.
I'm still like
Okay, if you think like that of yourself, then sure.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And I mean, I think if I valued myself, I wouldn't be. I'd probably like what they did to fucking the lot. Like yeah. So I'm trying to look for the best way to be hidden behind the boulders, somewhere small enough to allow us, like big enough for us to get through, but too small for the chasm fiend to really get at us.
Sure. So looking for like a path which is kind of safe to run through.
Yeah.
Sure. Can you roll me a deduction or a perception check, your choice?
I'll do perception. Oh, 3.
What?
It's +4, but
What?
it's +4, but it doesn't matter.
In this game, instead of like critical failures or successes, you have opportunities and complications similar to what you roll in the plot die.
Yeah.
So a natural 1 will give you a complication, and in this scenario, as you're kind of searching frantically, it kind of become kind of filled with fear as these kind of fear spread rise around you, and then Spearman Varda, the dark-eyed spearman, sees his fear spin, and it kind of starts feeling scared as well. He starts shaking, and he stops running, just kind of frozen in fear at what's occurring around him. He won't move unless someone encourages him.
It's not gonna be me.
He's next.
Me.
Describe what Bright Lord Ibicus is doing.
I think what I'm gonna do is who is the strongest of the group?
The strongest.
Yeah, physically.
What's your physical score, Keaton? Your strength, I guess.
3.
3. It would probably looking around looks like probably Spearman Varda.
Damn.
He's currently just frozen in fear.
Yeah. Okay.
Not bad.
Captain Selena looks pretty strong to you, to be fair.
Okay.
The Captain.
that case, I will order. Can I order him around? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I will order him to pick up Spearman Varda, put him over his shoulders, and we'll start trying to sprint, edge our way forward.
Sure. I'll take a leadership test for that.
Yeah. And it should be +5.
+5. Check the DC. As you try and order this light-eyed captain to pick up this, kind of worthless dark eyes, really, in the grand scheme of things, he looks at you, kind of confused, then kind of fear-stricken, ignores you, and starts running.
Damn it.
Are you trying to order the captain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but it's Light Eyes talking to Light Eyes, it's fine.
No, I just thought you were ordering Kian's character.
No.
Sakine, what are you doing?
Can you tell me what the determined condition does?
Determined. What is that?
It's part of my rousing presence, and it doesn't link to anything. It just highlights it in italics to say it's a condition or something, but I don't know what it does because it doesn't link anywhere.
Determined. When you fail a test, you can add an opportunity to the results. When you do, you remove the determined condition. So, an opportunity will let you give advantage to yourself or another player. So, if you have determined, or you give someone else determined, when they make a check and they fail it, they can re-roll, essentially.
Okay.
It lets you do a few other things with regain focus or change the narrative slightly, but that would be quite applicable for this, I think, because the advantage it gives.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my rousing presence. As I'm proceeding to run through what looks like the best way ahead of me, based on my basic deduction skills, I'm gonna slap Vidar on the back and wave him to keep moving ahead of us. And then I'm just gonna glance in his direction and give him a steadfast smile.
Sure. And that's using your ability.
Yes, my rousing presence.
Sure. I'm gonna say it's an automatic success with that. Does that use up one of your focus points?
I don't know. I'm just trying to see how I use it on my sheet.
Determined benefit. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just say that's fine. No. Who did you use that on again, Oscar?
On Vidar.
Vidar. Let me roll for.
Oh, music guy left.
Yeah, just try and set it to loop in a bit.
I'm gonna roll a discipline check on Vidar.
Damn.
At advantage because he has. Actually, let me just check the. I'm sure there's a rule for this. Okay, what I'm gonna say, Oscar, I'm gonna make you take a persuasion or leadership check at advantage to try and rouse Vidar.
Okay.
DC is 10.
Yeah, I got 10. My second roll was a 5. I got a +5.
Nice. Vidar kind of shakes himself out of this state of fear, and starts like bursting forward, sprinting with you. So there's 1 success, 2 failures in that round.
Okay.
Nice one, guys.
How many
Why are we
failures are we
counting the
allowed?
failures? Why are we counting the failures?
4 failures total until something bad might happen.
Oh, yeah. 3 3
So it is Shadir. What are you doing now?
I guess I'm looking at everyone start running and realize that, I should probably do the same instead of standing there scared. And so I make a beeline and just follow everyone and try and run as fast as I can. Is what I think
Sure.
my character will do. I will sprint for it.
Sure. I need you to make me a agility check, DC of 10.
DC of 10. Okay. Right.
Do you have a modifier?
I have a +4, but yeah, I mean, no, this +4.
You try and like run flat out, but kind of catch yourself on some of the kind of bramily plant life and kind of trip, slowing yourself down a bit.
Great.
Right, Lord Ibicus.
Yes. So I am sprinting with the group. Is Vatar next to me?
Yeah, you're kind of running kind of near each other.
Can I take my short knife out?
Yeah.
And I will try and slice his calf. Like from behind him. I'll try and slice it.
Sure. Are you trying to do this kind of sneakily, or just?
No,
really?
I'm not being sneaky about it whatsoever.
Sure. I'll get you to roll a.
Guess
Probably
survival, maybe.
No, it's not really for. It'd be more like a physical check, I think. I'll say either thievery, just based on the kind of dexterity,
Right.
or athletics, just kind of brute force, quickly like cut him.
I'll do a thievery one. And and it's +1.
Sure. Nice. Yeah, you managed to like cut. Whereabouts are you cutting? He's got a one, so you can.
So at the back. Oh, I'm only cutting him once.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that. So let's say his. So. I don't know what do you call this area? I don't know. It's like where the back of your knee. I'm behind him.
The
The
knee
knee
pit.
ditch.
Yeah, knee pit. Yeah. So I feel like he'd be limping pretty hard if I cut there.
As you cut him there, he cries out in pain, immediately collapses onto the floor.
Oh no!
What do you mean, oh no? What do you think was gonna happen?
Okay, I just feel bad, bro. Poor guy.
Yeah, both Sakine and Shadir, you see him
Yeah.
collapse onto the floor.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn in the order, Sakine. I'm gonna give that automatic success for distracting it.
Nice.
Right.
So he's lagging behind, right? Okay.
Yeah, he's lagging behind.
I'm gonna cross my gaze with Ibycus with a bit of a scowl after my efforts to encourage him. But these are dire situations. I'm gonna, given that we might have a little bit of extra time now, I'm still gonna keep sprinting, but I'm gonna try and best assess the route ahead to see if I can pick out a good way forward.
Sure.
I'm going to try and toss up whether it would be smarter to take the slower route underneath some of these rocks and like in and amongst them,
Sure.
or if it's worth the risk to try and jump across them to get through faster.
Sure. If you do either perception or deduction.
They're both +2. 15.
Nice, that's a pass. You can kind of tell by looking that there are kind of two ways you could approach it. You could try and take the fast route. Do you reckon if you guys had like a good collective ability to be like athletic agility, kind of jump over these kind of precarious gaps, then that's probably a faster route. Or you could take that slow route you saw under the rocks if you think your group could be good at like kind of keeping cover, not being too obvious about it, being kind of stealthy. It's kind of down to you.
Should we discuss it out of character? Or is this Oscar?
No, we shall do no such thing.
Kind of point in a direction if you wanted to go this way.
I'm gonna try my best to like, although I may not be the fastest, I just want to try and get ahead of some people and wave them down and point downwards into the cover of the rocks. And I'm going to start heading that way.
I'll follow him gladly.
Okay. Nice. That was another success.
Listen along on Spotify.
Can someone give me the actual link for it, because instead of an invite, because I don't have Spotify thingy, so it won't let me join.
Well, can we not play it on the thing?
That's not responding to me. You can try.
Well, which chat are you putting it in?
Opera House.
Opera House. Queued.
In the meantime, dear, what are you doing now? It's you around again.
So
you've seen Sakeen kind of run up ahead a bit, and which direction do you point in, Oscar? Which way are you leading?
Lower one.
In amongst the rocks.
Amongst the rocks. He's kind of gesturing that way towards these kind of brambles and rocks.
Okay. So one of my things. So it says, do you reckon I could seek quarry? It's on. It says you can choose a character. Would the chasm thing be classed as a character or not?
What does the ability let you do?
It lets me gain advantages on tests made to find, attack, or study your quarry. So I was wondering if I watched it and saw what direction it could go in, I could potentially gain advantage on moving away from it, such as like stealth or like being in its blind spot, or allowing it not to see me get away.
Sure. Does that use a focus point?
I can only do it whatever after a short or long rest. I can choose a target,
Sure.
and it becomes my quarry until I choose to end the effect or choose a new one.
Sure.
Um,
So you're kind of like studying it to
Yeah.
kind of gauge what it's going to do.
yeah. So yeah.
Could you make me a survival test?
Survival. Oh
Or-
hell no.
Hold on, let me look.
I mean, I guess survival kind of makes sense, but
Yeah, either that or law, but I don't think your character's like well learned enough to like.
I'll do survival. Right. Do I get advantage on it?
Well, you could do a perception check arguably, so you kind of gauge where it's going. Yeah, you get advantage on it either way.
So I do 2d20. I mean, it's up to you. You choose perception or survival. The only difference in it is whatever you think makes more sense.
Both kind of work. Like survival's kind of like a general. I'm gonna kind of gauge what this creature's doing, kind of knowledge. Whereas perception's like a now. I'm gonna gauge right in the now what it's about to do.
I guess I think perception makes more because
Yeah.
it's my prey and I'm seeking it. So right, 2d20. That was 17. A +4 on that.
Nice. Yeah. So you can see it's kind of like weighing up its options. It can see this fallen spearman on the ground, so you can tell it's going to go there first and try and chomp him up. So you think you have a few extra seconds, and you can see that it has kind of spotted you, but maybe when it's eating this other spearman, you could probably maybe try hide or get away unseen.
Okay.
Another success. So that's on 4.
We have 4 failures, right?
3 failures.
Okay.
Bright Lord Livicus.
So I think I will follow Sekin's route underneath and in amongst the rocks. I'm not really too sure what else there is to do apart from follow him. So I think I'll just carry on crawling or
Carry on.
something.
So you can try and encourage the group. You could try.
Yeah.
Leave that out. Try hide under the foliage.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. I'll rally the forces now that we're somewhat close to the end.
Sure. If you make a leadership check.
Yep. +5. Shit.
As you start trying to give this heroic speech, the crunching from behind the spearman Varda is being devoured kind of overpowers you. And no one really hears or processes what you're saying.
Yeah. It's 4 failures.
That is 4 failures. Right. Oh, nice.
You ain't playing the music though.
Isn't it?
I don't think so, is it?
Yeah, Spearman Varda's been devoured. So that's kind of that failure.
Okay, sweet.
He's next. Sekin.
Okay, are we below the rocks now?
Yes.
Question: have you got this song on loop? Because I can just loop it myself.
Yeah, it's on loop.
Okay.
Is there anything that I can see of particular interest down here amongst the rocks that might be helpful to us? Like, maybe there's a way down here for me to slow down the chasm fiend.
You can see kind of hanging, strewn, in one of the vines. There's half a body of one of the soldiers that was on the expedition. He's kind of ended up down here, flying away from where the bridge was. Maybe you could use that as a distraction.
That'd work. Am I going to be able to interact with it without going off course, though?
You could do if you're quick as you're running through. What would you like to do with it?
As I'm running through, I'd like to try and just take the body down if it's within reach.
I will say, as we're running, an agility check.
I've only got a +1.
11.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
As you try and jump up and reach this body mid-running, you kind of grab onto it and it falls in front of you, and you trip over this torso of this dark-eyed spearman, slowing you down somewhat. Behind you, Captain Selenar trips over the corpse as well as you stumble around.
Didn't like him anyway, perfect.
And the Chasm Fiend's quite quick to just grab him in his claws.
Oh shit!
Another failure. And you hear this crunching as Captain Selenar's metal armor is crushed beneath this titanic weight of the Chasm Fiend's claw.
Wait, who?
Captain Selenar.
Oh shit, he's actually crushed? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
We need 2 more successes. Shadir.
Okay, so I'm successfully in the under bit, right?
Yeah.
That Sakine said. I guess I just try and keep running through it. I would assume I just try and get to the end of it.
Yeah. Make an agility check.
Sure. It's +4 on that as well.
So a natural 20, that gives you an opportunity.
Oh,
So-
an opportunity.
Yeah.
I would like to use that to give advantage on Bright Lord Ibicus's next roll, please.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
So you manage with actually describe to me how you run with perfect agility through this chasm.
Well, I breathe in and out. I get my breathing all sorted out, and I fight or flight kicks in, and I'm just looking straight ahead, and I just bolt with all my strength and just run for my life as fast as I can.
You kind of feel this kind of surge of energy come from within, which makes your body kind of tingle. And you kind of see out of the corner of your eye this little blue spirit kind of circling around you momentarily.
Yep. Well, I guess I look at it. I don't know. Or is it?
It's just for a few seconds, this tiny little blue looks like a wind spin just kind of circling around you. It's a bit strange.
Okay. Cool.
Bright Lord Ibicus.
Seeing my good friend
Good friend.
Selenar being crushed by a chasm fiend, I go full, and knowing that my life is about to end, I go full religious and zealot, and I'll scream to the Almighty, and everyone else will hear it, and I'll say a big prayer for us, asking for the Almighty's help.
What would you like to roll for that? You can maybe
I'm not
roll a
sure.
law,
Yeah, I think I was gonna say.
kind of like demonstrate
Law.
your knowledge of.
I think law makes most sense.
Yeah.
So I'll do that one.
You have advantage on this because of
Okay.
Kian's opportunity.
Nice. So
16.
+3, so 19.
Nice. You recite a very poetic verse, kind of stirring up everyone, kind of, I guess, about the Tranquiline Halls, about how you're
Yeah.
going to reclaim your place,
Oh yeah.
no matter whether you die here. You will die heroically. That kind of stirs up everyone in the group, which those of you remaining is you three and Elia Metal.
Yeah.
There's 6 successes. So you reach the end of the chasm and manage to fit through this crevice. Having been given this kind of burst of energy from this rousing religious speech. Yeah.
We need one more success.
No, we got 6.
Like you got 6
Oh, we
now.
got 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice.
you're kind of safely through this crevice. As the chasm fiend charges into the wall and tries to fit through, you can see its mandibles trying to like snap at you through the crevice, but it can't fit.
Goddamn.
Here at the narrowest point of the chasm, the cliff walls are about 5 feet apart. The chasm fiend pushes its head into the gap, but withdraws a few tense moments later, unable to squeeze through. And ahead of
Yeah.
you, the chasm widens again.
I want to take out a fully lit sphere and shine it on it, just to see what it looks like
Sure,
clearly, because no one's ever been this close to one alive.
sure. You can see. Oh, let me find a picture of the chasm fiend. See, almost like 1,000 kind of teeth-like, well, teeth really, in its mouth.
Yeah.
With these like kind of sharp razor-like, with this like black beady eyes, kind of staring at you hungrily. This carapace, which looks impenetrable. In fact, as a light eyes unite, pretty much any shard plate can get through that.
Yeah.
And then it withdraws slowly, seeking new prey.
Yeah.
Around it, you can, as you're this close, you can see these small kind of weird spren flying around it, which you haven't really seen before.
Okay. And
You've all made it through the chasm and are pretty much out of the frying pan.
Hell yeah.
I'm shaken, and I'll think I'll put my hand to the wall and start breathing very, very deeply and fast.
I guess my character just, I was ahead of everyone, right? Because I fucking sprinted past, so after I got there, I sort of sat down, huffing and puffing, and just looking towards the chasm fiend as it was gnawing, and as it turned away, I let out a sigh of relief. And yeah, so I'm just sat down, catching my breath, relaxing.
Oscar?
Oscar, don't give a fuck.
I'll head over to Elia and you have all of your materials, yes? Wouldn't want to go back?
She shakily pulls her map out and starts examining it and kind of shows you we're about an hour hike from the ruins.
I think you'll find we're an hour hike plus a 10-minute sit down.
Yes, I could use a sit down too.
He looks up as you kind of noticed the past kind of half an hour or so, the chasm's been getting kind of darker and darker. as the sun's begun to set overhead.
Right. I mean, I'll happily share my marks of the Lunette spheres, so everyone has at least one.
We can even give one to Dark Eyes like myself.
Yeah.
I bow my head and say thanks. Thank you.
Oh.
Actually. You know what? I say thank you. Thank you.
Well, it seems like good old spearman Vada has not made it. How terrible.
I chuckle because I saw him do it. So he cut his fucking leg. Bye. Yeah.
Also, you're not gonna say anything?
No, I'm with a liar.
Okay, I mean, alright, sure. Yeah, I guess we carry on then.
Yeah. So the sky's kind of starting to darken now. And all of you can kind of feel it's been a long day of hiking through the Shadow Plains. What food and water supplies you had with you are lost. I don't think anyone's scavenged any back at the site. You're starting to feel kind of thirsty, hungry, tired. And the sky's darkening overhead. You reckon you have about an hour, if that, until nightfall?
Okay, I think we should push ahead. We don't know when that beast will come back, or Almighty knows what else are down these chasms.
I get up from the floor. I just sort of brush off, you know, the I guess the ground's just dirt. I kind of brush it off of what clothes I actually have. Slap the bottom of my feet because give them a little rub because they're in pain. They've been through it, and I sort of crack my neck and sort of limber up, ready to go again.
Cool. Instantly, the kind of scratches on your feet aren't there anymore after that run.
Hey, yo.
Kind of strange. As you begin walking and the sun starts setting, there's a kind of opportunity for conversation on the way.
Yeah. I think I'll start talking about not reminiscing about me and Selenar, and how we were, we knew each other from the high courts. And I'll talk about his family, and do I have anything? I probably left everything, right? But yeah, I think I'll reminisce about the past with him.
Sure. Shadir, you are so nice, Eleanor, and you know how brutal he is in the short time that you've been in the bridge cruise. You've seen him like pretty much straight up execute slaves and bridgemen for minor things before.
Yep.
So you got a very different picture of him.
Can I change my quarry? Because it's no longer in the chasm thing. Can I change it to Bright Lord Ibicus? Yeah, please. And I sort of I stay a little bit further behind everyone, in listening distance, but like I'm not walking alongside him. I'm lagging behind a little bit.
A fine man he was. just what to do, no matter what. I'd come to him for all kinds of advice, and he'd steer me the right way. Fine man.
As you continue with Bright Lord Ibicus monologuing about how great Selenar is, and Shidia brooding in the back, you kind of reach this junction in the chasms. It's getting very dark now. It's kind of twilight now. Like in the chasm, you can kind of only really see with sphere light at this time of day. You can just about make out this little cave just up the side of the cavern, which perhaps could be a safe place to stay.
Right.
But you're also really feeling the effects of the day now. All of you are very thirsty, very parched, hungry, tired.
I will argue for carrying on because we have no supplies. I guess we could rest, but that would not help with our thirst or hunger. So I think if we just carry on we should be near to the ruins now. So my vote's on that one.
Did everyone else think?
I'm going to wait until everyone else has voted to say my piece. I don't want to be deciding. Wait.
And what would
I want to wait. I'll wait and see what everyone wants to do. I'll go with whoever's more voted, I guess.
What would thing you do? Ala, what's the name? Sorry.
Elia.
Elia, yeah.
Elia is looking visibly exhausted, and would probably prefer to stay the night in relative safety. But could probably be convinced to carry on. She's very eager about this expedition.
Yeah, I'd like to persuade her if possible.
Sure.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion. Roll at advantage.
Shit. My persuasion is +4, so 10.
You can see she's kind of starts to perk up a bit when you talk about carrying on. Then her stomach kind of audibly rumbles, and her eyes are kind of droopy. And she says she thinks it's best if we maybe stay the night in the cave, maybe try and scavenge for some food or water.
Alright. And you know what? That will persuade me, so I'll change my vote as well.
Yes, I think it's wise to settle.
Wait, so we want to settle in the cave, right? And
yeah, there's a
look for
cave
supplies.
up high somewhere.
Can I say that I'm willing to go and look for supplies? Wow, I offer myself up to go look for them.
What kind of stuff are you looking for specifically? Like water, feed?
Water. Mainly I'm going to try and look for a source of water.
Sure. You roll a survival check.
Sure. It's +3 on that.
Sure. I'll say it's enough time for everyone to try and find like something or try and do something to prepare for the night. One thing each.
I would like to get all of the perhaps undocumented vines and outcroppings of weird shrubs and leaves and see if there's anything edible.
Yeah.
So maybe a
either lore or survival, depending on what you think your character
Probably
might be
lore.
best with. Yeah.
Maybe I might know a random plant or two. So that is 12 plus 3, so 15.
Nice. And what is Sakine doing?
I am going to explore the cave for anything of notability.
Sure.
I'm gonna just explore maybe a little bit deeper into the cave for either supplies or other things of interest.
Sure. If you give me a checks again. Either survival or deduction.
They're both +2.
Okay. What was your total roll, Shitty? It was a +3.
Plus,
No, it's a +2.
Shitty, yes, 3.
Yeah, mine's
Oh,
+3.
jeez.
So I got 15. It's 15, and 3.
Okay, so both Shadir and Bright Lord Evicus kind of head out in a kind of close area under sphere light looking for food and water. Shadir with a 15, you recognize this kind of special kind of plant, which with this kind of native kind of rockbird plant. Within the plant, you can tell like the kind of stem houses quite a bit of water inside, and you know how to extract that water without losing much. So you can gather quite a few of those, so no one will go thirsty tonight.
Sure.
Bright Lord Evicus with a 15 to find food. You can find some kind of edible roots growing along the side of the chasm.
Yeah.
They're quite alien to all the plant life down here is very strange to on the surface, but
Yeah.
you can gauge that it's kind of related to roots that perhaps the dark-eyed people would eat on the surface. Nothing a Bright Lord like yourself would deign to eat normally, but
Times
it's
are
a
rough.
matter of survival.
Yeah. Well, I'll
yeah.
pick all of those up and
Sure.
bring them back to the cave.
Sakine, as you're exploring this dark cave, assuming you're using like spheres as a light source.
Yeah.
Your sphere seems oddly dim, which is strange. And as you're exploring, it kind of runs out of stormlight, and it becomes very dark, and you can't see a thing. You don't find anything, and as you're kind of trying to make your way back, you trip over a few kind of crevices in the floor and take 2 points of damage just from cuts and bruises. Okay. So we've got food and water.
I guess beforehand we just I guess between us we might have discussed what we were gonna do. Because I offered up, I said I would say I'm gonna go looking for water. So if I said water, if you said food, Oscar said he'd look around the cave. I'm guessing Elia had something as well.
Yeah, Elia might have gone out to look for something that she could use to start a fire, perhaps.
Sure. Okay.
Let me roll a check for her. She finds like a few pieces of kind of wood from bridges that have collapsed in the past and flying through the chasm, but it's all kind of soaked from a recent high storm. It will be kind of useless for starting a fire. However, with clean water and food, you will rest well tonight, recovering health and focus. As darkness surrounds your makeshift campsite, with only the faintest starlight visible above. It's almost pitch black in this chasm. By the time the first moon rises, no dangers have emerged from the shadows. It's eerily quiet, and your fellow survivors are lost in their own thought. Yeah.
Oh, so we're sleeping, right? For a bit?
Yeah.
Or... Okay, sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a piss real quick. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that would probably be a good place to
Let's
end
do
for
it.
now.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Wait, okay.
So next time we got ruins, hopefully. Okay, sweet. That was good. Good
Yeah.
fun, good fun.
Yes.
And I've got more Stormlight later tonight. Hell yeah.
More reading.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just read Kian's gone, isn't he? Yeah. I just read the chapter where Kaladin...
Wait. He might. This guy takes his mic
Oh.
sometimes, so I'll deafen him.
I'm back.
Alright. We were gonna end it there, Kian, because it's a good place to stop.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
No, Sue. R.I.P. So many people died.
Yep.
Some of them had to go though. For the greater good.
Doral should have lived, bro. Rip my boy Doral.
So what would happen? So we were supposed to fight him and who?
Selenar?
It would have been Selenar and Varda if he had tried to defend Doral.
Oh damn, okay.
Instead of leaving him to die.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what about going towards the ruins? Was there something there as well? Like to the ruins or back to the war camp?
Selenar and Varda would have just wanted to go back towards the war camp.
Would they have fought?
There wouldn't have been a safe way done that way anyway. But they would have
Just
tried
left.
to press you into joining them, or just left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
But the fact that they were with you in with the Chasm Fiend chase
That's
meant
good
that they
enough.
took the deaths instead of you on the page.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Damn. Bro, the first 8 rolls we did, I had
Yeah.
3 nat 1s and a nat 20. So 4 of my rolls out of like 4 were like 1s or 20s and 4 were everything else.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy.
Unlucky.
Oh, I'm so unlucky. No, that was fun though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have they released the other one or no?
No, it'll be Q2 2025.
Oh, okay, wow. The fact that it's canon is gonna be kind of insane.
Yeah.
Like really insane.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing the story he's made.
Yeah. And they'll probably show up in the books too, at least once, like a mention or something.
Wit. My goat.
Wit is Kian's favorite character.
I
so
love
far.
Wit so far. Wit is so good.
How much have you read? Like what part? What has he done most recently?
I mean, most recently it's just they've had the like the hunt for the Chasm Fiend. a little bit of the stuff after that. I'm still on the first.
No, I mean, what has Wit done most
Wit.
recently?
I mean,
Yeah.
he just showed up after the hunt and just was talking shit to Sedeus.
Oh, at the party.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then
okay.
I think they've gone out again. And he's Sedeus is like behind him, so that no, I think Wit's away from Sedeus, so that
I
he
think
doesn't
it's
talk shit.
Sadius. Is it? Alistair?
I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce it. I've always said Sedeus, but it might be Sadius.
Sadius, Sedeus. It might be Sedeus, actually, I think. With all the other. So Wit hasn't spoken to anyone else?
He's spoken to like Dalinar and stuff, of course.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I know enough.
But yeah, that's about it. I mean, he just showed up, and I think Adeline likes him a lot because he dislikes Sedeus, and Sedeus.
I didn't like him.
Yeah,
I think
it's one of the Sons.
Okay, I thought it was Elokar. I liked him.
as well, I think.
Okay, they both might like him a
They
lot
both
then.
like him, but I think Sedeus was talking shit to Adeline. Which one's the younger one?
Renarin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Renarin's the special kid.
Okay. it was to one of them that yeah, Sedeus wasn't very happy with, and so Wit came in and was just saying, "Yours is to be in sluts." Hit him with that line.
That line is wild.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, I thought with Wit heavy. It's my goat. I'm trying to find a way to read it online because I can't be asked to.
Shouldn't be too hard.
I mean, I
Maybe?
had one. I
Don't
had one
know.
I used to read it on, but the site got shut down. So